Okay, good morning, all of you guys. T4. Good morning. Morning, Zhao Zheng, Manheng, Alalam, Bani, Samuel, Z, Cheng Hao, Sutej. Okay, are you guys ready for your presentation today? All of you. Good, you guys are ready. Very good. Okay, so the first group that's going to go will be group 1 and then followed by group 2 and group 3 after that. All right. So for this presentation, you'll all have to stay in class, yeah, for everyone to finish presenting. Okay. Please don't forget that you have 15 to 20 minutes only, including your Q&A. Okay. For Q&A, guys, at least members of the audience have 1 or 2 questions. All right. Not for your benefit, for the benefit of your friends, okay, the presenters, because we need to see how your friends respond to questions. All right, so please do them a favor, ask them at least 1 question, all right, to just see how they are, okay, when answering questions to the audience. All right, and give your friends encouragement, motivate them, okay, before or after the presentation. If you don't motivate each other, who will? Right? So once you're all done, then of course you are allowed to leave. Okay, so I wish you guys all the very best. Give proper reasoning, give proper like consequences, explanations, analysis properly. You will be fine. Okay, all right, guys. So group 1, please be ready. As soon as you're ready, you can start. Yeah, all the best to all of you guys.
Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Wait a second. Good morning, Miss and my fellow classmates. I'm Manheng, and today we are going to continue our presentation for teenager physical health problem. Today, we are going to talk about the 5 solutions for this problem that most of the people facing. And here is my team member, Samuel, Alam, Saad, and Junho. Here are the 5 solutions: healthy dieting, exercising regularly, education on health, time management, and sleep and rest. Healthy dieting. Healthy eating habits can bring a healthy body and life. For the first point, choose red, orange, and green vegetables along with other vegetables for your meal. Add fruits to meals as part of main or side dishes or as dessert. The more colorful you make your plate, the more likely you get the vitamin, mineral, and fiber your body needs to be healthy. And for the second point, choose a variety of lean protein foods. Protein foods groups include not only meat, poultry, and seafood, but also dry beans of eggs, nuts, and sheeps. Select leaner cuts of ground beef, turkey breast, or chicken breast can gain more protein for your body. And for the third point, compare sodium in foods. Use the nutrition facts label to choose lower sodium version of foods such as fruit, bread, and frozen meals. Select those cans that label low sodium, reduced sodium, or no salt added. And for the fourth point, eat some seafood. Seafood has protein, mineral, and omega-3 fatty acids. Adults should try and eat at least 8 ounces a week for a variety of seafood because it includes of fish such as salmon, tuna, and fish such as crab, mussel, and oyster. And for the last point, drink water instead of sugary drinks. Drink water to cut back on unnecessary calories from sugary drinks such as soda, energy drinks, and sport drinks are a major source of added sugar and calories in American diets. To add flavor to your water, add a slice of lemon, lime, apple, or fresh herbs like mint or basil. And now I'm going to pass the slides to the next person, which is Tunho.
Thank you, Manheng. So I'm going to talk about exercising. So exercise is a physical activities or even any movement that make our muscles work and burn our calories. So for example, take a walk, ride a bike, jog around the neighborhood is a type of exercise. So if you can have this exercise at any time. It's better to have them early in the morning before breakfast because you will continue burn your calories as you consume them rather than sleeping at night. So the calories that has been used to convert into energy. So what if we burn our calories through exercise and reduce number of calories we eat? So we sure can lose our weight little by little. Yeah, so for those who hate exercise outdoor, you can work out and exercise at home, such as push-ups, sit-ups, leg lifts, and stretching. So you can build your muscles and get your body fitness because this kind of exercising make our body work, make our body stronger and make our muscles work. So this kind of exercising increase our heart rate and make our heart stronger. Yeah, so having a stronger and healthy heart, you will not suffer and pump more blood with less effort time to time. So exercise is not hard. The thing is people easily get distracted and lose interest to them. So you can get your family active weekly and let them motivate you. So you can include them in your weekly routine of your family. Yeah, so you can plan activities such as playing some sports and swimming with your families weekly. Other than that, you can have hiking with friends and families. So for example, you can invite your friends or even bring your families for hiking weekly. But most of the teenagers and children hate hiking because they think it was boring and it was tired. So families can plan some activities such as adventure with their children. So between friends, they can have some competition for uh, with punishment. Yeah, so this will increase excitement and interest of them towards exercising. So that's all for me, and I'm gonna pass it to Alam about education.
Thank you, Zonhu. So I'm Ilala. Uh, okay. I'm Ilala, and I will be sharing the third solution, which is education. So first, the government should impose on a school special subject on healthy lifestyle. So this is in order to educate and teach all the generations about the importance of a healthy life and the best way to live it, plus showing them the advantage and disadvantage of living and non living this way of life. as well as the benefit of this life to them and to the society. So to them, they will be healthier and fit, and to the society it will be less transmission of diseases. Second is that TV programs that motivate to live a healthy life and the harms of an unhealthy life. So nowadays we can see that most TV viewers are people aged 25 and above, especially educational channels. That's what I mean, guys. So by presenting a good TV programs that motivate people to live a hygienic life and the best way to live it, plus showing them the pros of living this way of life and the cons of not living it with a specialized doctor, we can ensure that most people will change their way of life from an unhealthy lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle. And as I say that most of them are people aged 25 and above, I can say that most of them are either parents or grandparents. So this us lead to the third and last point, which is educating parents about the harmful effect of this life among teenagers, which is the best. Oh, sorry, which is the best point, which is the most important point. So by educating parents, we can ensure that their children will live a healthier life, as as we all know that there are no parents who don't want their children to live a healthier life, as they are the ones who control their way of life, how what they eat, what time they sleep, how long they sleep for, what they play, uh, and even some parents control their children. Or sometimes some parents, sorry guys, some parents that even control their children time. So this is all for my part. I would like to pass it to Saad to continue. Okay, Mulhang, you can say, okay.
Thank you, Alam. Now, I would like to describe my topic, which is time management. So, without wasting any time, let's begin. So, first of all, parents needs to uh, first of all, parents need to reduce their children's habit of uh, uh, as they are just attaching to the device too much. So parent needs to just make sure that their children should need to have a specific time on the screen and a specific time on other things. So moving towards the second point, in which the teenagers need to have the specific meal on specific times. What it means that if they're eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner at time, so the physical health will be so good. If they are eating meals on at irregular time, so they will be ruining their physical health. So they need to consider that thing also. So furthermore, I like to describe that children need to have a certain time uh, of schedule of studying. If they exceed with a certain time, for example, if they're studying 1 or 2 hours, if they exceed to 4 hours, they will be wasting their energy, their eyes, and they will not be sleeping. So they will gonna harm their physical health somehow. So last but not the least, uh, they need to develop a monthly calendar or manage their times. So if they're having a proper schedule, proper time, what to do next, they're having so because of that they will be uh, maintaining their physical health. They will not be just destroying their health. They will be able to focus on other activities rather than they involve on if they're making not proper timetable, they will be harming their lives. So without wasting any time, I would like to pass slide to my friend Samuel.
Once again, a very good morning to everyone. I'm Samuel, and I'll be talking about the final solution, which is sleep or rest. So, what we do know, hearing from my team members, is that there are many important factors to living a healthy lifestyle, and the main one are actually diet and exercise. So when you want to lose weight, you want to keep fit or have a healthy body, to live a healthy lifestyle, the third most important thing you cannot miss out is actually sleep or rest. For example, when you are going to gym for workout, there's actually things such as rest day where you need to rest and let your muscle regrow. And so when you talk about rest in general, like when you are working or when you're studying for long hours, you know, you want to take a break, few minutes break once in a while. Maybe you stand up, walk around, or do some simple stretching. So this will help the things which you have been doing soak into your body, and when you come back, you'll feel more refreshed. So taking a break can not just let you feel refreshed, but when you come back to your work, you can work more efficiently because you don't feel as exhausted if you work if you work consistently. So when we talk about sleep, you want to sleep for adults, you want to sleep at least 7 to 8 hours per night. For teenagers, we can sleep up to 9 to 10 hours to get enough rest. So if you sleep enough, you can avoid problems such as sleep deprivation. You will not feel exhausted the next day, or you will also have no memory issues and you can remember things better. Because sleep helps us to soak what we have learned the previous day into our heads so that we can remember better and we also can learn and apply what we have learned the previous day. So my solution to sleep better also is to turn off your phones before you sleep so you won't get disturbed by any notification. And also put your phone as far away as your bed as possible. Why is this? Because when you wake up in the morning by your alarm, you don't want it to be near your hand where you can just tap snooze or stop the alarm so you won't oversleep or you won't drag longer. You have to get out of your bed just to turn off the alarm. And this will push you out so that you can feel more awake. So thank you guys for listening. I hope you guys have all learned something out of today and you guys can apply any simple point so that you can live a healthier lifestyle. Thank you very much. Now,
Any
anyone have
question,
any
guys?
questions? Yes, questions.
We are waiting for you guys. Anyone? Please raise hands if someone has questions. Finally, man, we can see you.
We can see one thing now.
Yeah. Questions,
Ask
please.
anything, man. Ask anything, guys.
Yes, good work. Thank you, Benny. Audience.
Thank you, Bunny. Any simple question also can. Any fun fact you want to know, we can help answer.
Anything?
Or maybe if Miss got any question, also can ask.
Anything we can miss out, you can uh, point out our mistake also.
I rather have the audience. Audience, at least one question. You have to do your friends a favor. Then they will help you later, probably.
Yes, it's actually necessary because it's a long-term thing. Like you sleep enough and rest enough, so your body can regrow and you can grow healthier also.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I assume that will end your presentation,
Okay.
guys?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
so because you didn't open it for more questions, right? Okay. So group 1, you guys look exhausted. What's the matter? You guys tired?
Right, I look exhausted, Miss.
morning.
Yeah, a few of you look so much more like this is what is this? Like no enthusiasm, a few of you, right? I don't know whether it was nervousness or tiredness or like whatever goes. But overall, I don't know, did you guys go through any rehearsals for this?
Yes, we did.
Yes, you did? Okay, good.
I think it's
Right?
probably because it's morning, and maybe
Okay.
because they didn't sleep enough.
Okay, all right. So guys, I think all of you knew your content properly, right? You know, you have knowledge of whatever you guys were presenting about, and you managed to do that confidently. Okay, I think you work okay as a group. Um, Uh, it's just sad we couldn't see Manheng. Like I have problems with mine, but I think was it because you shared screen and it didn't allow you
Maybe
to
I need to open my camera before I sharing my screen.
oh okay. Yeah, probably. It's okay, no worries. Right. Apart from that, I think nothing major because you guys managed to give analysis and also reasoning for your content. Okay, that's what's most important. So you guys managed to do that quite okay. All right, so not to worry, yeah, guys. All right, so group one, thank you very much. Okay,
Okay,
don't
thank you,
leave yet. Yeah,
Miss.
you have to
Welcome,
Thank you,
press.
Miss.
Miss.
All right, no
Thank
worries,
you, miss,
guys.
so much.
Thank you. Okay, group two, you're up next. Can you guys just give me 5 minutes? I need 5 minutes to sort something out. Thank you. Just you can start getting ready, sharing screen or whatever. Just 5 minutes, guys. Thank you. Okay, guys, thank you for waiting. So sorry, yeah. Okay, group 2, you may start as soon as you are ready. All the best to you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our presentation. As you can see on the screen, our topic today is social media addiction, and we will provide some solutions to solve this issue. Let me introduce myself and my group members. My name is Axel, and my group members Benny, David, Harold, and Criticon. By the end of the presentation, you will be familiar with how to overcome social media addiction. There will be time for questions after our presentation. Now, I will going to introduce social media addiction. Social media addiction is a situation where majority of youth spend most of their time on social media and neglect other responsibilities. Majority of youth are more concerned about and driven by what lifestyle their social media friends and living instead of getting their fix. Now I will pass it to Benny. He will introduce our statistics from our research and share with his solution.
Thank you, Axel, for sharing with us an introduction. I'm going to talk about a little bit of statistics about social media addiction. And these are the latest facts. They suggest that more than 210 million people suffer from social media addiction. 3.96 billion people use social media daily, and that's approximately more than half of the world's population. Then in Malaysia's 24.1 million internet users, 80% access the web for social media usage, with an average of over 4 hours a day on social media. Then globally, people spend an average of 2 hours and 3 minutes on social media daily, while some teenagers that spend up to 9 hours daily are actually more depressed. They are 2 times likely to show depression signs. Thanks us a little bit of the, and that is also a graph if I forget, so you can see that the active social media users keep increasing from year to year. So from 2016 up to 2021, so you can see that they're actually increasing the more. So that's a little bit of statistics. I'm going to go straight to my first solution to social media addiction. And so my first solution is spending time on hobbies. You know, when one spends time on hobbies, it's actually a big advantage because first of all, one is going to be relieved from stress and thus improve mental health. Why I say so is because if I'm doing something that I like, obviously a hobby is something like one does that he or she likes in a free time. So if I'm obviously doing something that I like, then I won't be stressed, and therefore I will have a good mental health. Then spending time on hobbies also strengthens relationship with the people around you. You know, let's say for example, my hobby is doing gym or probably playing sports like basketball, football, or something like that. When I spend most time with my people that I'm doing the sports with or doing the gymming with, then it's obvious that I will have a stronger relationship with them. We shall have a stronger bond, and that can actually improve my lifestyle. Then also, it improves one's career through skills practice. Take an example of someone that is probably in a job and he has his side hustle as maybe marketing or studying stocks. So if in case such is one's hobby, it is obvious that he or she will improve his career through those skills that are practiced. Thank you. That's my first solution on social media addiction. Now I'm going to move on to the next presenter, who is David.
Thank you, Bunny, as I'm going to take you through the second remedy or solution to social media addiction. Spending time with family members. As we all know, that charity begins at home. This can be one of the solutions to social media addiction because, first of all, It will build your self-esteem, boldness, right away from family level to the public level, and to also nurture your positive thoughts and behaviors, because you will get a lot of guidance from the family and also directives plus rules and guidance from your family members, can be your parents, brothers, and sisters. And then will also help you to have a healthy lifestyle, as one is reminded by the family on what to do. As we all know, family is one of the guiding tools that we have in our lives, and we contribute most of our achievements uh, to our family members for their standing with us in whatever thing that we do. Thank you, and I would like to pass it on to the next presenter.
Okay, thank you, David. And share his solution to overcome the social media addiction problem. Now, I'm going to share about how I overcome this problem. You may have heard about some teenagers have no direction for their futures. Actually, teenagers did not set their own goals, which led them to wasting their time on social media and mobile games. Once an effective strategy to overcome this issue is create a daily to-do list. Teenagers will have a clear goal for each day if they plan the day a night before. Through the list they create, teenagers will turn their dream into reality in future. Did you know that how we can start to create a to-do list? In the list, teenagers can differentiate out what is the prioritized task for us. For the beginner, they can separate their tasks into four quadrants. The first quadrant is the task that is important and urgent, such as any classwork that you need to submit on that day. This is important and urgent task to be done on the day. This kind of task we need to do it immediately. Next quadrant is an urgent but not important task, which is answering friends' message on social media. But sometimes it is not important because it based on the content of the message. Next is the not urgent but important task, such as the assignment with long due date or doing exercise. This category of tasks we can schedule our time to complete it. Last is the task which is not urgent but not important, which belongs to the entertainment category, such as playing or watch movie. So, for the last quadrant, we must ensure that we completed all of our tasks in our list before engaging in the entertainment activity. This method is only a suggestion for who are going to start creating a to-do list to improve their productivity in daily. We may enhance our daily productivity and minimize procrastination by creating a to-do list. And once you have completed all the items on your list, you will feel motivated and productive. That's all what I want to share today. Now I will pass it to Harold.
Thanks, Axel. Now I would like to talk about my solution for social media addiction. Besides spending time on hobbies, spending time with family members, and creating to-do lists, you can limit your time usage on social media by using apps. There are plenty of apps that may be used to restrict your time spent on social networks, such as Screen Time, Moment, App Detox, Break Free, and Freedom. These apps are designed to limit your time spent on social media. Once the user has exited the time span, they will lock you out of their system. These apps are very useful for the addicts who spend too much time on social media. In addition, use social media platforms only a certain time. For example, you can choose to spend only 3 hours a day on social media. You can also check your notifications on social networking every day, but make sure that you use it only within the time limit. Moreover, you can set a timer on your watch or phone to restrict the amount of time you spend on social media. Choose a limit depending on the severity of your addiction. Let's say an hour a day, which equals to 7 hours per week. And whenever you check your accounts, start your timer going. When you reach the limit, be strong and do not be tempted to add on extra time. This will be a strong test of your willpower, but it will be worth it in the end. Besides, you can also set a rule such as no social media in reading corners. By this way, you can focus on your work and able to increase the productivity. You can also only use social media to check updates when outside the reading corner or outside for lunch or during downtime. This way can work extremely well if you stick to the rule. Thank you. That's all from me, and I will pass on to Kritakon to share his solutions.
Okay, thank you, Harold. So our last solution will be removing our phones from our morning routine. If we use our phone first thing in the morning, we will be overwhelmed by the information and demands, especially from social media. We will have to use our energy to make decisions and reply to the social media notifications, which will then make you get mentally fatigued easier and towards the end of the day. Besides that, we are actually training ourselves to be distracted easily the more we keep the bad habit of using our phones right after we wake up. Moreover, our mood and tone of the day can be affected by the use of our phones when we wake up. For example, once we wake up, we check our social media to find some bad news or some negative comments about us, which will lead to us having a bad mood first thing in the morning, and we will most likely keep that mood throughout the day. So, instead of going to your phone when you wake up, try meditating for 10 minutes, reading a few pages of a book, or writing what you have to do for that day. And to help you stay away from your phone early in the morning, you can get an actual alarm clock instead of using your phone as an alarm clock, which helps you avoid those social media notifications early in the morning. Once you start removing your phone from your morning routines, you can set a calmer tone and control your mood as we start off our day, which will lead to us being more motivated throughout the day, and we will have more energy to complete the more important tasks later in the day. So that's the end of our presentation. I hope that everyone here learned something that can help with reducing their social media addiction. Thank you very much, everyone. If you have any questions, you may ask them right now.
So any question?
Thank you, Muteng.
Guys, questions, please, for your presenters.
Okay, guys. So, if you have any advice to any teenagers, what will it be the best solutions to avoid it? To avoid addicting to social media? The best solution. Only one solution. Did you get my answer a question?
Yes, so out of our solutions, I think Harold's one will be the best, as you can use the app to physically limit you from touching your phone or going through the social media. So it's one of the best one, I feel, through the power of the app and limiting your time spent.
Yes, I agree. One.
So I think Harold's one will be the most like one of the best, but of course all of it is good. If you have to choose one, maybe Harold's one you can focus on first. Help a lot.
Excuse
Thank you.
me. I would like to ask, do you guys know of any apps that can do that?
Harold did introduce some apps. Harold.
Mobile phone that like iPhone, they have parents like to parents mode to limit the time for their children. So I think that is that also can work on teenagers to limit
You know
their time
any for
spent on.
Androids? For Android, do you know any?
Android like Moment, App Detox, Break Freeze, and Freedom.
Can you put in the chat? I want to check them out later.
Okay, I
Okay, thanks.
search it out.
Group 2, you done already? Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay, good, good. So Harold is going to share the names of the apps with you guys, right? Okay, so guys, your topic, as you know, last week also I told you, is quite a suitable one, right? Something that is applicable to us all, right? In terms of your content, your solutions, very relevant to young people. That is why your friends are interested in knowing about the different apps that can be used. Okay, so good. All right. As for presentation, okay, a few of you um, managed to give solutions, and also you analyze the solution, so you took your time to analyze it, give reasons and all that. A few of you, I'm not sure, maybe nervous or something, like you just wanted to finish it up, and then you just wanted to, oh, let's just get this done and over with. Yeah, but what I liked was that you guys knew your content well. That is what is more important. Okay, so all in all, guys, you should be happy with whatever you have done. Yeah, all right, group 2. Okay, all 5 of you have worked well together. Thank you very much to group number 2.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you for motivating your friends. Yeah, guys. Okay. David left the call already. Okay, group 3. All right, as soon as you are ready, you may begin. All right, all the best.
A very good morning to Miss Manpreet and my fellow classmates. Today, Sutej, Kai Feng, Cheng Hao, Zhao Zheng, Wei Huan, and me, Brian, have gathered, and we have prepared a presentation on the topic of gaming disorder. If you have any questions or inquiries, please save them till the end of the presentation. Now for the introduction of the topic. What does gaming disorder really mean? On hand, it means compulsive usage of video games, which leads to several hours of gaming every single day. Over 2 billion people play games daily, but statistics only show 1 to 10% who have this problem called biopsychosocial. 2 billion is a lot of people compared to our world population, which only consists of 7.8 billion. Biopsychosocial also stands for uncontrolled usage of video games, like non-stop playing or addiction towards gaming addiction. 69% Caucasian, 13% Asian, 18% of other ethnicities are fallen under the 2 billion category, and they break down for gaming addiction. But that's not all the negative side. The positive side for these topics are the jobs for esports has been increased by 185.74% in just the year of 2019. Now for my solution. For my solution, I've come up with 3
Brian,
Brian,
muted.
muted.
Oh, sorry. For my solution, I have found three to help decrease your risk of getting a gaming a disorder. The first one would be to replace your gaming addiction with a new hobby, such as sports, cooking, fashion, fishing, or something other than any other than gaming, as you will also learn a new skill. Maybe you should seek help from a friend or a dedicated society. You will go under rehabilitation consultation, or you could ask advice from your friends or former victims who have suffered from these issues before. And the last one would be to take breaks, like a 10-minute break would be more than enough every 2 hours. Maybe you should go grab for a drink or go for a walk around the park. Once you've come back to your machine or you want to play games again, you'll feel much more refreshed. Now I would like to pass the host to Sutej.
Thank you, Z, and a very good morning to everyone. My name is Sutej, and I'm going to be explaining about the second solution for this disorder. So, firstly, we must learn how to discipline ourselves. Being disciplined allows us to forget about instant gratification and pleasure in favor of some greater gain, or to focus on working harder to reach our future goals. So, in this case, we can discipline ourselves by setting time limits to play. For those who are facing this problem, it is understandable that it's really hard to just stop playing completely because it's just impossible. Or at least you can do it for a few days in a week, but someday or another you're going to start playing again. It is hard to change a habit which is ingrained in us for quite some time. So we must set time limits as tasks to be achieved. If we fail to follow that, we will feel very guilty for not following it and we'll feel very bad about ourselves. But if we succeed, we will feel really great about ourselves and we will want to achieve that every single day. And after some time, we can find ourselves um, not addicted to gaming anymore. Besides, we should also discipline ourselves by keeping gadgets outside of our bedroom. This includes our phone or computer. So this will make us avoid the usage of gadgets when we are going to sleep. And this also applies to our study time as well. And we keep our gadgets somewhere far away or somewhere outside of our study room or anywhere we study. It will help us focus more on our studies as it does not distract us by making us feel like we want to game. That whenever we see a computer, it just reminds us that we like gaming and we want to play it immediately. But when the computer is not anywhere our study place, then we would not even think about it. And moreover, we can also stick our goals on the wall of our bedroom and study room. This will remind us of our purpose or goal in life and makes us work towards it every single day. And this will also make us not to waste time on unnecessary things such as gaming before accomplishing our daily tasks or daily responsibilities. But it's completely fine to um, game after we are done with our work or task as a reward of finishing something important. But you just have to keep in mind that you don't game all the way till morning. And lastly, we must practice prioritizing. We must learn how to prioritize as we can't get back wasted time and we wouldn't want to regret it in the future. Hence, we must find a solution that works for us to get things done. That can be, surrounding ourselves people who are goal oriented, people who work towards their goal every day. And that environment will make us want to work towards our goal as well. And this will make us focus on important things and we will be able to reduce the amount of time we spend on gaming. And yeah, that is all from me for today. And I'll be passing on the presentation to Zauzan.
Thanks, Sutej. Now I'll present my solutions. For my solutions, it is leaning towards education and for schools. Now I'm suggesting that schools should introduce some new teaching methods as now we are in an age of pandemic, which means that everything we do must be online, including our studies. If lessons are too boring, it might lead to some students opening up their games and ignoring their teachers' lessons. So this means that interesting schools activities like Kahoot or maybe other quiz games should be in place in most classes so that the whole class can participate in the lessons and learn something more from it. And homeworks. Homework should not be also repetitive. Like for math homeworks, it is very repetitive and you have to memorize formulas. For me, it is very boring. So I would suggest giving out personal assignments so that students can get a grasp on what the students are learning. So it can prevent them to get bored when they are doing their homework or assignments. Group work is also very effective for students as it requires them to work together as a team, teamwork. This can lead them to learn how to socialize properly, in opposed to some addicted gamers who literally don't know how to socialize. They can also learn how to work together, work with other people who are outside of their friendship circles, and learn how to compromise with each others. And finally, topics for the assignments also matter. The topics are too boring, they might ignore it or just do it hastily in a bad way. And after that, they will just continue to game. And now, I would pass on this presentation to Jing Hao.
Thank you, Zhao Zhen. Hi everyone, I'm Cheng Hao. Today I'm going to present the fourth solution for this disorder. So the first solution is join more outdoor activities apart from school curriculum. So why join outdoor activities? Because it could help you to make friends and improve, so they will improve the communication skills and you will learn learn the importance of teamwork. So when you, like example, when you want to play a game, football, and then you have to work together as a team to score goals and to win the game. More on that, you will make it your new hobby, and you help you to realize not only gaming can pass time, but can make the person not to become introvert, and also you make the eyesight of the person to become better. The next solution is so why consult an adult or teacher? Because when you talk to a more experienced person, they will tell you the advantages and disadvantages of the problem. So you will get a basic understanding of it, and you help the person who get affected by this problem to feel more normal, and you express the feelings and the concerns of the problem to the experienced person, so you will get some understanding of this problem. So for the next solution is parents should schedule family time more often. The reason parents should schedule family time more often is because parents can engage more with their children. How? By hiking or maybe attend talks. So it'll make them experience new things apart from maybe like doing their own activities. And maybe the parents can find their child's potential. And the child, if there's any problem, they can help them to solve it by giving opinions or ideas of the problem. And also help them to learn extra information on a particular topic by attending talks. It will help them a lot. So for my last solution is schools should schedule campaigns. Why schools should schedule campaigns is because the school should mention these problems are getting worse year by year. The percentage is increasing tremendously year by year, and because of this pandemic, also make it more worse. And
Jinghao, you're muted.
I'm done. Now I pass the mic to the next presenter, Wei Huan. Hello?
Thank you, Cheng Hao. Hi, everyone.
Can you hear me?
My name
Oh.
is Wei Huan. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can.
Okay. I'm going to share my solutions to overcome gaming disorder. First of all, parents should monitor their children not to stay too long on the screen. As kids get older, too much screen time can interfere with activities like being physically active, doing homework, playing with friends, and spending time with family. Too much screen time also can contribute to obesity, attention problems, sleep disorder, and problems at school. For teens, screen time can include things like researching a school project, creating music or art, or interacting with friends via social media. However, it also can include less productive activities like watching inappropriate TV shows, visiting unsafe websites, or playing violent video games. Some studies show that teens spend almost 9 hours a day online, on the phone, watching TV, or playing games. So, what is a parent to do? Parents should set up parental control on their child's electronic device, review all shows and games to make sure they are suitable, and stay aware of what their teens are doing online. Furthermore, government should implement new policy to restrict underage citizens for long-time game playing. According to research, China was one of the first countries to recognize the potential for addiction to the internet, video games, and other digital media, and was the first country to formally classify internet addiction a clinical disorder by recognizing clinical diagnostic criteria for internet addiction in 2008. In 2015, the Chinese government also found that more than 500 million citizens over 5 years old, nearly half the population, suffered from nearsightedness, and while video games were not solely responsible for this, the government felt they needed to reduce the amount of time youth played video games. China has sought to deal with addiction to video games by its youth by enacting regulations to be implemented by video game publishers aimed to limit consecutive play time, particularly for children. A new law enacted in November 2019 limits children under 18 to less than 90 minutes of playing video games on weekdays and 3 hours on weekends, with no video game playing allowed between 10 p.m. to 8 a.m. These are set by requiring game publishers to enforce this limit based on user logins. Additionally, the law limits how much any player can spend on microtransactions, ranging from about $28 to $57 per month, depending on the age of the player. In September 2020, the government implemented its own name-based authentication system to be made available to all companies to uphold these laws. Nevertheless, game developers should also collaborate with the government to restrict users for staying too long on the game. Thank you, and I would like to invite Kaifeng to take over the presentation.
Thank you, Yuan. And I'll be presenting my last solution, our last solution. First, we can do some time management by create a timetable for us to keep track on our time we use every day so that we can have a restriction on playing games for long hours. And we have a more flexible time for other important things like interaction with families so that you can know more about them. Other than that, after we finish playing game, we can go out for sports and exercise more so that we can have a better and healthier lifestyle, which will make us to have a better and stronger body. And to not waste time on gaming for the whole day and repeat it every day, we can find a part-time job to do more part-time job to be more economically independent so that we can buy whatever we want without asking money from our parents. And this will really help for our future because we can know more about how we should use our money so that we can have a good management of our money. Next. To conclude up, gaming disorder has brought a huge impact to everyone with positive and negative way. First, manage your time. By managing time, we can have a more disciplined lifestyle. For example, we can have lesser stress. Sometimes because we always rush for last minute work, it will increase stress to our body and mind, causing us to feel tired and causing us to get sick. And we should pay more attention on gaming disorder as the problem is one of the main problem young adults facing nowadays. We should learn how to prevent it by what we mentioned on the above to avoid it to happen in the future. That's all for our group presentation. Thank you.
Okay, so that is it from our for our presentation. Are there any questions you guys have? Yeah, any question will do. Thank you so much, but we still need to answer at least one question.
Guys, any questions? Thank you, Alana. Thank you, Muhan. Thank you, Saad.
Okay, then I'll ask one question then. How many hours do you think we should play a day?
We think that at least maximum we should be 2 hours lah. Maximum, we shouldn't go more than 2 hours. Yeah, I think that helps.
What about on weekends? Do you think the same?
It can be the same, but it totally depends on your schedule, like what you do on a daily basis. If you play less, you can do other things which are more beneficial. And yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I guess that is it. So thank you guys for listening.
Okay, thank you, Sutej, for concluding it. All right, and Samuel, thank you for cooperating and helping your friends out by asking a question. Okay, group 3. All right, the last group from your class. I think you have done a very good job. Okay, the flow of your presentation was very clear. Like you passed on the presentation very smoothly to one another. Okay, and I would say the content knowledge that you have about your topic has helped you out with how you explain it right? So I think most of you managed to give clear analysis, clear reasons for whatever main points that you have. And your slides, though simple, they are very organized, and the images that you put there are relevant. One thing I would say about, I think in your class only one person did that. Zhao Zheng did that. I don't know who was controlling the screen and stuff, but Zhao Zheng used the cursor to show us around, like which point he's looking at that time, right? Because as an audience, we don't want to get lost with whatever is being presented. So that is a good approach. We only have the cursor, right? We are online. We don't have a whiteboard to walk around and show. So that's a good approach to whoever who did it. Yeah, so continue doing that. So Sutej did that for Zhao Zheng, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm controlling the screen.
Good. All right. So everyone should learn from it, even in your future semesters, future subjects. If things are still going to be online, or even if it's in the classroom, if you are the one projecting your PowerPoint, do it, because your slides, right? Like I told you guys last week, you need to engage with your audience, and how do you engage? Is using your slides. That's your main point for the engagement between you and your audience. Okay, so this is something I hope everyone can learn from. Okay, so good job. Yeah, group 3, thank you very much. Good group 3. Okay, so thank you guys. This wraps up your group assignment. All right, all 3 groups. I think again nobody did bad. All right, everyone, I'm sure you have done your best. A few of you I could see you are more confident compared to the last discussion that you had last week, right? So I see that a few of you have gained your confidence a little more. All right, so hopefully when you progress to your future semesters, it gets better and better. Okay, and in terms of you guys, you tell me first, guys. You tell me first how you did, and how you think your friends did. Any kind of feedback. What is good? What you think you can learn from what your friends have done? Any kind of feedback, guys. If you feel that you have done a very good job, you are amazed by whatever you have done, say it. No harm. Any comments? Yes, Emil?
I think almost everyone in general, compared to the first day of class, the presentation is more smooth, and I think everyone has gained at least a little confidence in presenting.
Okay, good, Samuel, right? So Samuel has given us his observation, what he feels. Alam said we all did very good. Wow. Good. That's it. Okay. Right. So in terms of the group assignment itself, it is something that is relevant to us today, right? So this is something academic, something that you will do all the time. That's why it's EAP, right? It's English, but for academic purposes. You doing presentations, you looking for suitable content, giving reasons for your content, right? Providing supporting evidence, details for content, whether it's written or whether it's spoken. So you guys have managed to kind of fulfill those parts of the assignment. Okay, so don't just say that, oh, this is just for this assignment. This is the only assignment I need to give reasoning. This is the only assignment I have to do, like sort of giving consequences or looking for supporting evidence. No, yeah, guys, this is a skill that continues. That's why you're doing it in your first semester itself. All right, so I would again say very good job. All right, the personal individual comments and all the little bit that I could write, you will have it on your Moodle. Give me a week or so, yeah, because I've got other classes running concurrently. Once I've already put up the comments there, I will notify you guys. Okay, do you guys have any questions before I give you guys your attendance code? Yes, Saad, attendance.
No question, miss.
No questions. Good, Chen Hao.
No questions, miss.
All right. So your attendance code is 370. 370. You can put in your attendance. I should have just put it in for you, right? Okay, if you have no questions, go get some well-deserved rest. All right, thank you guys very much. We'll meet in the evening. Bye-bye.
Bye, miss. Thank you.